the midst of our daily lives, we often forget how fragile life really is. What if you were to face death and return with a message that changes everything? A woman, who had a near-death experience, returned with a chilling warning from Jesus about what's coming in 2025. This isn't just another story, it's a call to prepare for what lies ahead. What she saw, what she learned, and the message she was entrusted with might be more important than anything you've ever heard. Keep watching as we explore this shocking revelation. It all began on an ordinary day, one that quickly became anything but ordinary. After a sudden medical emergency, the woman found herself in a place beyond the physical realm. Her body was unresponsive, and for what felt like an eternity, she was trapped between life and death. She experienced a profound sense of peace, as if the burdens of life had been lifted. But in the silence, something far greater was unfolding. She encountered the presence of Jesus, who appeared to her in a way she had never imagined. His face was both comforting and intense, filled with sorrow and urgency. As they exchanged words, she realized that the next chapter of her journey would reveal shocking truths about the future. Jesus looked into her eyes and spoke with a heavy heart. "The world is headed toward a great change," he said, his voice filled with an authority she had never heard before. "In 2025, many will face trials unlike anything they have known. But those who hold on to their faith will see the light in the darkness." The weight of his words lingered in the air. The woman had no doubt that this wasn't just a warning, it was a directive for those who would listen. In this moment, she realized that she was not just a witness to a divine truth, she had become a messenger herself. This message, meant for a world that needed to prepare, was one of both warning and hope. Jesus' words weren't just predictions of disaster, they were a reminder of the power of faith in the face of trials. The details of what Jesus revealed were specific, unsettling, and deeply personal. He spoke of global turmoil, of political unrest, natural disasters, and a rising conflict that would shake the foundations of many nations. People would face moments of doubt, fear, and confusion. He urged her to spread the word. The world will test its foundations, but those who stand firm in faith will rise. He wasn't speaking only to her, the message was for all of humanity. She was told that what was to come in 2025 would be a time of reckoning, a time when the decisions made by leaders, individuals, and nations would determine the course of human history. Jesus emphasized that the darkness would challenge the very hearts of people. Those who anchored themselves in the light of God would find strength and purpose. As the conversation with Jesus continued, he shared more about the role faith would play in the trials ahead. "In the coming years, faith will be a lifeline," he said. "Those who are not grounded in the truth of God will struggle to navigate the storm. But those who trust in me, who seek my guidance, will find peace in the chaos." He spoke of a time when people would face challenges that would push them to their limits. Their faith would be tested in ways that many could not yet comprehend. In a world where the future seemed uncertain, the foundation of faith would be the only thing that would provide stability. She was shown visions of people in various parts of the world, struggling, fighting, and wondering where to turn, but in the midst of the darkness, there was always a light for those who sought it. Jesus spoke candidly about the growing global instability that would become apparent in 2025. He revealed that geopolitical tensions would reach a boiling point, and people across the world would face financial, social, and environmental crises. There would be major shifts in power dynamics, with some nations becoming more authoritarian and others falling into chaos. In addition to political struggles, Jesus revealed that natural disasters would become more frequent and more destructive, with storms, earthquakes, and wildfires wreaking havoc on entire regions. She was shown images of cities ravaged by floods, hurricanes, and fires, places where once thriving societies were now mere shadows of their former selves. However, it wasn't all doom and gloom. Through it all, Jesus reminded her of the resilience of the human spirit when connected with God. "The world may fall apart," he said, "but the faithful will rise above the ashes." This message was clear: those who kept their faith close to their hearts would be able to endure the challenges ahead. One of the most unsettling parts of her experience was the realization that fear would spread like wildfire in 2025. People would question their security, their futures, and their place in the world. Fear would dominate conversations, and many would turn to false sources of comfort. "Many will turn away from me," Jesus said, "because fear will cloud their vision." This was a stark warning about how easy it would be to give in to despair during difficult times. But Jesus' message was clear: Don't let fear rule your heart. Trust in me, and I will guide you through the storm. The woman was shown how fear would manifest in people's lives. Some would lose hope, while others would seek answers in the wrong places. She was shown people turning to materialism, political ideologies, or even false religions, trying to find a sense of control and safety. But Jesus made it clear that the only true refuge in such times would be Him. The storm will pass, He assured her. And those who trust in me will be victorious. Jesus didn't just reveal what was to come, He also provided guidance on how to prepare. The woman was shown the importance of spiritual preparation over material preparation. You can't prepare for this storm with supplies or weapons, Jesus said. You prepare by strengthening your relationship with me. You prepare by living a life of love, compassion, and truth. In that moment, she understood that material things would not provide safety in the days to come. True preparation meant aligning one's life with God's will, seeking His guidance, and living a life of righteousness. This message wasn't just for her, it was a call to all who would listen. The world may have been focused on the wrong kind of preparation, stockpiling goods, fortifying homes, and building walls. But in the end, none of that would matter. What would matter most was whether or not people had fortified their hearts and minds through their relationship with God. As the vision began to fade, Jesus left the woman with a final, powerful message. The darkness will come, but it will not last forever. The future might look grim, but there was always hope for those who kept their faith strong. Jesus assured her that, no matter what happened, those who remained true to God's love would be protected and would find peace. She understood that while the world may experience hardship, the love of God would prevail. Even in the darkest times, His light would shine brighter. This message was one of balance, a warning, yes, but also a reminder that there was always hope. The future was uncertain, but faith in Jesus would provide guidance, peace, and strength. She was meant to share this message with the world, to offer hope to those who were losing it and to encourage people to hold fast to their faith. After the vision ended, the woman's heart was heavy with the responsibility she now carried. She knew that she had to share what she had witnessed with others. The world needed to know what was coming, and, more importantly, how they could prepare spiritually. The urgency was clear, time was running out. Tell them to turn back to me, Jesus had said. Tell them to seek my peace. This wasn't just a casual message, it was a call to action. Every person, no matter where they lived or what their background was, had to be made aware of the coming storm, and of the hope that was still available to them through Jesus Christ. Lily's experience was not just a revelation for her, but for everyone who hears it. It's a reminder that no matter how dark the world may get, the light of Jesus can lead us through the toughest trials. As 2025 approaches, the world is at a crossroads. The future may hold both destruction and redemption, but it's up to each individual to decide which path they will take. Will you be ready for the challenges ahead, or will you fall victim to fear? The choice is yours. If you found this message powerful and urgent, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more powerful stories and messages from heaven. Don't miss out on these life-changing revelations. Stay connected, stay prepared, and spread the word to others.